So I got married to no other than, of course, Emilia of Zero. She's an amazing wife. As video here, I'm going to explain, the benefit of being married and being able to wife up Emilia every night, of course. And kind of the improvement she is as a wife. Since my previous wife, of course, Aqua from Konosuba. Yes, obviously, they're both isekai waifus, but the thing is that Emilia now has a two-leg benefit that I've explained to you short, guys. And obviously, it's been an interesting weeks, right? I had to fight the Regulus guy, the Reinhardt guy, and eventually some time-looping guy. But no problem, guys. She's all mine now. So, as you can see here, guys, right? Emilia now is, of course, my new wife for them, right? So, thanks, of course, Anime Dakimakura Pillow sent me another review copy of the waifu pillow, right? So, first of all, honestly, I wasn't that interested in doing another waifu pillow, because I did the one for Aqua a few years ago, so let's go for that. And, she's been my wife for a long time, right? And I saw as well. But they actually have a new model now. Which I was like, yeah, interested more in your clothing, but no, this new model actually has legs now. And these legs makes it quite differently, and actually, I'll just be straight, guys, genuinely here, is a much better actually sleep with. Much better. I'll show you guys later, but especially to sleep on it on a side, right? So my doctor made I have to stop sleeping on my back, right? More on my stomach, more on my side. It's much easier to sleep with a white pillow when it has the different legs, because you can put your leg between and so on. And stuff like that, right? And I mean, honestly, this product here is interesting because obviously the typical giant pillow, right? It's a nice thing to have. I mean, I like my previous product as well. Who's not gonna have a nice pillow, right? But this pillow now, with the two legs separating thing, it actually gives you a lot of more options. You can have this between, how you sleep with it. And it's actually kind of an interesting, unique way of having a pillow, honestly. Because I've never seen another pillow being in that shape, right? And it actually gives you some other options how you want to, get around with it. So it's pretty nice, actually. But otherwise, of course, it is Emilia. The reason I put Emilia was because I just thought it was funny, right? How much level 0. Obviously, I was thinking of Rem first or whatever, right? But because she has escaped a wedding from Subaru, I was like, what could be Subaru's worst nightmare? What if I come in here and I stole Emilia from him? That's right. Yeah, exactly right. So I suited up, and we got Emilia now. So generally, right, when I want to lay on the side like this pillow is actually fantastic. You can cross your legs in between her legs, right? Another thing I really love with this pillow is actually using it for a double pillow in between her laps, right? That classic anime feel to it, right? But honestly, this has been my favorite positioning with this new kind of waifu pillow with two legs, because I kind of like a coffin, right? I kind of like sleeping, getting relaxed, kind of very, I like to have my pillow, I like to have my blanket really tight, squeezing me, you know what I mean? I always been like this. This actually is really comfortable, genuinely. You can lie between her legs, right? Push the pillows up to it. Going to push behind you, squeezes around all the ways. It's like a waifu coffin, and I freaking love it, guys. It's amazing, man. I feel sleep every time I do. It's a bit like this. I kind of like it. Like I said, right, I always kind of liked having that coffin, right? The squeezing hard embrace of death when you go to bed, right? So now having a meal like this is actually really comfortable. You have it like this, put your face here, right? You get the classic waifu pillow thing to it, and it really makes me fall asleep quite easily, actually. And the pillow, of course, high quality, right? And one thing that I actually really like with the pillow, I'll show you right now, is how the zipper is compared to the previous actual. So one thing that I like with this pillow as well, this new design here, is that the zipper, as I mentioned, goes on the sideline, okay? So I also think, right, as a designer, as a gamer, whatnot, right, is that when it comes to real game design, you have to find the beauty in everything, right, the beauty in engineering. Like, I can see a bridge and be like, interesting design, that bridge, that's pretty cool right there. Same thing here. I look at these things, that this is a much better designed pillow, the system, how it works, than the previous one, actually. So then the older, right, of pillow, they have to come from the top, bottom, right. They are very large. It's kind of hard, actually, to push it down in that way. And this goes with any other kind of pillow or blanket or whatever, right? So they kind of, annoying. It takes maybe an hour sometimes to put it on and off, right? And it kind of makes you not really want to, change your character or whatever. But here instead, it goes from a zipper all the way down. And honestly, this is way better because it's so much easier to put it in there, right? And I guess that they redesigned this thing because of the legs now, of course. So the legs Otherwise, if you push out the legs, it would be really, really hard to get the legs down, upside down, or whatever, right? But I would prefer this kind of side design on the non-legged version as well, right? You know, like my previous older one with Aqua, I would also prefer to have it on the sideline because it was much easier, this one, to get the cover into it. Yeah, incredibly much easier to look like maybe a 6 or 7 at a time, yeah, like 10 times faster than the old one. And this, again, for any kind of pillow, really, specifically this kind of pillow, right? And now, it's not about the legs then, right? Of course, not like, you know, a waifu's tights, right? But seriously, I do kind of like how this works too, because I've been trying this this new pillow out then, right, for a few days now. And like I mentioned, my favorite positioning is between the legs, right? Get the waifu tights going. Oh yeah. Like I said earlier, I like to have a new design, right? I wouldn't be interested in like testing another waifu pillow in the same kind of, you know, one giant pillow, right? It's basically on the cover. But this thing actually is like a really weird pillow, right? It actually gives you a lot of new weird ways to sleep in it. It actually does. So it's kind of fun on it. Of course, you never get bored of an Emilia waifu, it's possible. But it really is like even more fun now in the beginning. But honestly, I've been trying different ways to sleep with this Emilia, right, for a few days now. For example, then discovering, okay, I like the one in Emilia the most. But I also kind of just like having both legs and having my head on the legs like that. I have both legs like this, having them between. So it really is interesting to me because it's kind of funny because I feel like most of our other stuff, right, when it comes to furniture, pillows, stuff like that, is very, very stuck in a route, right? And maybe I say that as like a self-service because once, very, very far back in days, guys, I actually did design stuff for IKEA, yeah. When I was very, very young, I had some new furniture ideas that I was selling to IKEA, actually, one of them. I had this like space-saving furniture ideas and so on. So I don't know, I'm just like designer, engineer kind of thing in all of the different ideas, right? So I like that too, interesting, because it gives me all ideas too, like, maybe you could improve the pillow, you know what I mean? Like it sounds so simple, but aren't you tired of just having the basic pillow all the time? I prefer this very much, yeah. Now, of course, as you can expect, right, there are, of course, also other designs of the pillow, right? You have two different sides of it, one a little more naughty. This is the one with the more itchy side, of course, right? I can't show you the full on YouTube or whatnot, right? But as you can imagine, Emilia is quite a good wife. Now, last year, now of course, the pillow also has a last extra, you know, powerful option where you can equip the pillow with extra waifu power-ups, right? Wink, wink. Which I haven't tried, actually. I'll have to, I guess, buy it separately and equip the waifu with it. And there you can see why the two legs are also more beneficial perhaps than the older version of it. But I don't know, man. Emilia Tan is just too precious for stuff, for filth like that, right? But I do think people probably know what I'm talking about. Wink, wink, wink. Yes. I'm just like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You. So hope to see you guys, of course, when Zero soon comes back, that's right. If you didn't subscribe, press the like button. If you just buy a pillow, I'll the list below, of course. But yeah, you know, Zero, one of the best ads of all time, right? Maybe we can finally get this sleeping blue-haired girl coming back. Who knows, right? Who knows? Hopefully. To me, it does feel like next season actually will be when Rem wakes up. I mean, seriously. All jokes aside, right? About who is the Blue Hill girl. I'm like, maybe Rem finally wakes up there. But, so I am very excited. I mean, there's some good elements this season. But I think we all pretty know much Zero will be, of course, the best one this season as well, right? Oh yeah, one thing last though. People probably ask what happened to my previous wife.